Good morning. Welcome back to Dragon Tails Fishing. Today I've got the kayak out. I've got a Hobie Pro Angler 12. This is a 180 drive. I'm going to talk about that later and why I have that kayak and not the Titan out today. So along with me on the journey, and we're going to go find us some fish. We're over here in St. Augustine, Florida. We're going to go south from the 206 bridge and see what we can catch. So this is what happens when you read the tides wrong. So today we came out, I thought it was going to be high tide out here and going low, but instead it's the opposite. It was low tide going even lower, and the tide's not going to change for another 3 hours. Not good, guys, not good, but we're still having a good time out here on the water. So I'm going to keep on cruising. Maybe I see something, and hopefully I get this little video going. So I guess I could spend the time talking about what's going on here on this kayak. So you guys know that I got the Titan X, the 12.5, awesome kayak, but I had a couple little things that once you get into a new platform, especially one of those of the pricings of these kayaks, you're like, all right, these small things that bother you, you got to kind of put a band-aid over, say, nah, it's not bad, I can deal with this, Well, I just couldn't, so I found an opportunity to get back into a Hobie Pro Angler. And I know I said before, you know, I got out of the Hobie because of the drive on the 360. The 360 drive just, it needs maintenance. It needs to be taken care of. And if you don't, the problem is not getting it fixed, but it is getting it fixed. They don't have parts for it. You got to wait for parts. Nobody knows how to work on them except for you guys at YouTube. I ended up fixing a couple problems that I had. I had two of the Pro Angler 360s. The first one, I had that one since 2021. I used it for 2 years with not one issue. I had a motor on the back of it. The whole thing was decked out. And then one day I go pick up the drive and the bearings just fucking dropped right out of it. It just dropped right out of it. So I'm like, okay, no problem. My buddy works for Sandy Point. Maybe we could get this thing fixed. $700 later, yeah, I could have bought a whole new drive, which was what I would have had to do, a rebuilt or a refurbished 360 drive. There was no parts available, no retrofit, no replacement kit, you know, rebuild kit or anything like that. So I said, you know what? Well, I got the other kayak. I've got the blue one. I'll use that one, and no problem. Well, about the fourth time taking it out, the belt snaps. A little annoyed. So I decided to try something different, and I went to the Titan X. Now, the one thing about the Hobie Pro Angler, the hull is just, for me, it's just, I can't get any better than that. I mean, there's a lot of great kayaks out there, but the Hobie Pro Angler hull has just been comfortable for me. I like it. So this time I had an opportunity. Hit a guy up on Facebook and said, hey man, I see you're selling your Hobie. Why are you selling it? He said, well, you know, just not what I want. I want something different. I said, well, I've got a Titan X over here for you if you want to trade. At first he said no. Nah, can't do it. I want to sell it. About 3 days later, he hits me back up. He says, hey, my wife said it might be a good deal. Let's go ahead and do this. So I did. I went down, I met the guy. I met him in Orange City, and we did the trade, and now I'm back into a Hobie Pro Angler. Love this color too. Check this out. Yeah, nice, like a sunburst orange, man. It is beautiful. And I got her all pretty much set up again. I don't know if y'all can see that back there. Got that Torpedo running right there, perfect. So yeah, I'm back into a Hobie Pro Angler. My buddy Chris over here said, welcome back to the dark side. He knew the force was strong in this one. All right, guys, so I'm back off the water. So the day ended up being a dud. No fish for the day. I really wished I could have at least caught something. Even my buddy Chris, he didn't really do very well. I think he caught one trout. It was a really small one. But what I'll do is, because there was no video for fishing, I'm just going to go ahead and take you through a walkthrough of the new kayak that I have. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the new Hobie. I'm going to go ahead and start from the front, give you a good overview of the kayak, then I'll go through each and every little thing that I got on it. I'm still working on it. I still got a couple things that I'm going to get for it, but so far I'm very happy that I'm back on the Hobie Pro Angler. There's a couple little issues I'm going to point out right now about this Hobie, so if you're interested in that, I'm going to show that right now. Getting back into the Hobie Pro Angler, I'm used to a very good product. Like, you can't get no better than a Hobie Pro Angler. And the problem I have is, I know that before Trump, they started outsourcing a lot of their products from Hobie to Mexico and other countries. And I get it, you know, you're trying to make the bottom line a little bit bigger for profits for your company, because every year you got to tell your shareholders or whoever it is that, you know, you're making money. So, but here's the thing, you and I are the ones that suffer from that, because instead of getting the quality product that you would normally get, and I'm gonna put this in perspective. So the guy that you saw fishing with me on his Hobie Pro Angler, that Hobie Pro Angler is a 2012. This is 2024. That kayak has been in the water for a very long time. And let me show you, this kayak right here is a 2022, I believe. Let me check, hold on. I rephrase that, it's a 2023. And the one thing that I noticed already, so check this out. Look at the flooring already. It's already warped. It's warped right there and right there. Same thing on the other side as well, okay? Just gonna say, you know, you shouldn't store your kayak outside. Maybe the heat got to it, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna tell you, I keep my kayak in the garage. This kayak is a 2023. This is 2025. It is less than 2 years old. And I'm gonna tell you why that happens. That happens because Hobie decided to say, how can we make more money? Make it thinner. If we use less plastic, we save more money. Thus, our bottom line is more money. I'm worried about that, but I still love the platform. I love the kayak. So yeah, that's my only concern with the kayak so far. But without further ado, let's check out the new Hobie Pro Angler 180. I'll just go over it real quick just to kind of show you the actual color we got here. Nice. Yeah, got the cooler. I even airbrushed a little bit of my motor mount here, but I do have a new thing coming for that. So starting from the front, I've got a bow mount right here. I've actually got a transom mount. What is that for? I mean, you're looking at it. What is it for? I'll tell you in just a second. So I got the Guardian light on here. This has got the nav light on it on each side. I do have the pair to that, which is just a bright light. I haven't really installed that yet. Got a Yak Attack net there, folding net. I've got the hatch, of course, you know all about this kayak, so I'm not really going to go over that right there. I got a Lowrance fish finder, which is not fully installed yet. It is an Elite 7 chirp. It's got maps, everything like that. So that's going to be further installed. I still got to do the transducer and the power wire. I've got 2 of the Yak Attack boxes here on a captain's bridge that I did have on the native Titan X. So I took those parts off of that one, and I'm utilizing it on the Hobie Pro Angler, and I love it. I love it. So of course, as you can see, this is the 180 drive right there. And I have a little stakeout pole, phone holder. I've got the throttle right there. See how I mounted that? Got me a kayak cushion right on the top. This is actually from the Native kayak. On the other side it says Native, so I turned it over so you couldn't see that. But over here you can see, what is that? The Tim Percy steering with the ball mount. Yes, sir. That goes all the way back. Right now I have the Hobie Pro Angler mount for the Torpedo. I'm actually going to be changing that to that Gadget triple threat. And there you go. Got the Torpedo 1103 on there. My Yak attack box. And some of the lures from Skinny Water Lures. I don't know if you can see that right there. But right there is a huge popper. Huge popper. I took it out today just to test how it swims, so that I know that I can be confident in describing it on our website. And if you look over here, you'll see that I've got a couple other pretty nice little, I got a wake bait right there, beautiful little splatter mud pattern, and right there, that thing right there, check this out. On my last outing, I actually did very well. So I actually took out my Skinny Water Lures, and I took out that bone pattern that I just showed you. And I caught a nice redfish. I actually caught 3 redfish that day. I caught a 28 1/4, I caught a 25, and a 21. And bro, that was the best day I've had in a long time. That's why we call it fishing, not catching. But check these fish out. Bam! You know, not every time you got to go out, you got to catch fish, right? Every time. That's why they call it fishing, not catching. But the last time I went out, check out this right here. That right there is a 28 1/4 inch redfish that I caught on that bait right there. And that's on our website as well. So if you're interested in any of those, go check out our webpage, Skinny Water Lures, on Google, and you can go right to our website and check those beautiful baits out right there. Those are awesome. And of course, the kayak's riding on that nice aluminum trailer right there with the mag wheels. And then I also got the Yakima box for my rods. Carry all my stuff ready to go. Remember, I told you I've got the bow mount right here. What is that for? Well, yeah, I would love to show you the actual product, but I got a problem with it. But I'm going to show you it anyway, so check out what I got going on. So right there is none other than the auto boat from Tiny Boat Nation. I've got the motor right there. It's kind of unhooked. Why is that? I mean, why do I have the auto boat unhooked and just hanging out like that? Well, on my last outing, I had an issue. It just wouldn't go. It wouldn't do anything. It was working fine halfway through the trip, and then all of a sudden, it just gives me these sounding beeps. Well, I'm in talks with the guy from Tiny Boat Nation, the one and only guy that you normally see on the videos. I'm in talks with him. I sent him an email about, well, it was on the 14th. So today's the 20th or so. And I haven't received any kind of email back. I did talk to him. I'm going to discuss my interaction with him and this product and whether or not I get it fixed. So I want you guys to stay tuned for that. And hopefully they fix the problem, or at least give me an option to do something with it. Maybe a warranty or something, because I don't know what's going on with it. It just won't start. It won't calibrate. It won't do nothing. It is connected. Press the power button. Boop, boop, boop. It makes some noises, whatever. And yeah, nothing. But I'm going to do that on another video. I'm going to show that and what's going on with it, and whether or not we get it back going. So stay tuned for that as well. Some of the videos that I do, I actually do it with the 360 camera right there. That's the X4. Beautiful camera right there. I'm able to get some awesome shots with that video right there. I actually put it on my app that I have online, and I go in there and I'm able to position that camera anywhere I want. It's not just a 360 camera, but it takes video in 360. Dude, that camera is amazing right there. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching the video. I know I've been kind of slacking a little bit, and the reason why is because I don't know if you can see that right there. I've been producing a lot of baits in the last few weeks, trying to get these sales going, bro. I've got a lot of stuff moving, and I got a lot of different patterns coming out, and I don't know if you can see that right there. Top water, baby, top waters. Look at all those, bam. Skinny Water Lures making some custom lures right there. I don't know if you can see that. Also in the background, we have a lot of soft plastics, hard baits, jig heads, all your needs that you can ever want for the Skinny Water Flats and saltwater fishing. If you ever need anything, hit us up at Skinny Water Lures right there. Just Google us on in Google. Just Google Skinny Water Lures, and I come up. I'm the first one that comes up. Go to our website, order some stuff from us. Show me some love. Till the next time, love you guys. See you on the next video. Bam.